What's up, y'all? I'm back. I want to talk about the upcoming fight tomorrow between Teofimo Lopez and Josh Taylor. May the best man win. We always like fights like these that are close, toss-up fights. We don't want just someone that we just know is going to win. This fight, it all depends on what fighter shows up. Now, Josh Taylor, I believe Josh Taylor's the same type of fighter. Mentally, he's a lot more stable than Teofimo. We all know that. So really, it's going to depend more on Teofimo. What Teofimo shows up tomorrow night. The best Teofimo Lopez I've seen was in two fights. The fight against Richard Comey and the fight against Lomachenko. But if Teofimo comes in and he fights Josh Taylor like he fought Kambosos or Martin, he's going to lose. And he might get destroyed. But if Teofimo Lopez has patience and he's selective and smart with picking his shots, he could definitely catch Josh Taylor, hurt Josh Taylor, or even stop or knock him out. But the biggest concern for all of us is Teofimo's mental. It's like he's probably the one fighter currently right now who has been, I don't want to say he's overhyped, but he's constantly overhyping himself. He believes in his own hype so much that he would go as far as disrespecting his opponent, the guy that's going to be fighting him, and try to belittle that person and make that person seem like he's nothing. He keeps talking about the takeover. But somebody already took you over, sir. Kambosos took you over. Technically, Martin took you over. But they gave Teofimo the fight. Teofimo Lopez got the decision, and things haven't been as great for him in the aftermath because he seems bitter. He seems jealous of a lot of other fighters, especially black fighters, when he could have just been more focused on himself. He made himself look dumb. Made himself look sour and bitter and racist by speaking on black fighters. He's saying they can get the black fighters when nobody asked him anything about black fighters. He just randomly just spit that out of his mouth. Pause. And ever since then, people have been questioning, like, dang, is Teofimo okay up here? Is he all right? Why is he whining and crying so much about people that's not even in front of him? He was so focused on black fighters, and he got this white fighter in front of him that might beat the crap out of him. But Josh Taylor, in order for him to win this fight, he needs to fight tall. He needs to jab a lot more. I don't think he's known for jabbing enough, but he needs to jab. Use his reach, his height. Keep Teofimo at bay. Keep sticking his head back. Go to the body a lot, but don't lean down. Don't crouch down and try to, don't make yourself short in that fight. Fight tall, Josh Taylor. But he needs to jab a lot and he needs to go to the body a lot and not try to get into a firefight with Teofimo. Teofimo has very, very good hand speed. His punch selection, for the most part, he has very good punch selection and output. And he knows how to knock you out. If he hits you in the right spot, he could really hurt you. You know, the way he fought Richard Comey, you know, I mean, I liked his style early on, the early Teofimo, when, you know, he kind of be in and out. You know, he can he'll set up his shots, you know, and he can jab you, punch, and he can back up and then get back in there. Like, he was real fast and powerful with the way he can get in there and get out of there real quick. But then when he fought Kambosos, he was fighting him like desperate, like he just wanted to just get him out of there right away. So his last two fights, Kambosos and Martin, it seemed like he was just letting his hands go every round. Not being smart, not jabbing, not going to the body, not being patient, and not being smart in there. And when Teofimo Lopez goes in there and he just tries to just get you out of there and tries to brawl, he loses or he struggles. But when Teofimo is patient, he got his guards up, he got his hands up, and he's taking his time with his punch selection, he's hard to beat. So he needs to go back to his old mechanics. Teofimo, this is what I'm talking about. Teofimo needs to go back to his old mechanics, and he needs to box smart. Enough with this trying to brawl and just knock somebody out just to prove a point. Box. The same way Teofimo was boxing Lomachenko for at least 6 to 7 rounds, the first 6 to 7 rounds, the way he was boxing until Lomachenko got adjusted to his style and started, you know, picking his shots on Teofimo. Prior to that, Teofimo was handling his business, and he had Lomachenko looking either old or making him look like he was an amateur. So Lomachenko needs to go back to that. Teofimo needs to go back to that. Picking his shots, taking his time, being smart, keeping his hands up. You know, go back to that Philly shell or that, you know, the Mayweather form that he had. It was working for him. But when you see that opening, get in there. Punch hard, dynamic, land that shot, and get up out of there. And for Josh Taylor just needs to just be himself. He needs to jab. He needs to use his height and his reach to cause problems for Teofimo. But because of Teofimo's mental issues as of late, and the fact that, you know, he's always worried about everything except for perfecting his craft and focusing on the man in front of him, I favor Josh Taylor in this fight. I just feel like he's going to get a little reckless. I feel like he's not going to be patient. And I feel like Josh Taylor is going to surprise him. Because, like Josh Taylor was saying, you know, he's just been very, very disrespectful. Talking about, you know, he's ready to kill him in there, in so many words. Trying to bring death to Josh Taylor. That'll make any man feel away. And then on top of that, you know, Josh Taylor feels like he's been disrespecting his culture and his country. So Josh Taylor is going to go in there and he's going to be ready for war. And I hope Teofimo is going to be ready for war. But he needs to be a smart warrior in there and not be reckless and just being desperate, fighting desperate like he's already down on the cards in the first round. So Teofimo, I think, has more power and more knockout power to stop Josh Taylor. But I think Teofimo is underestimating Josh Taylor, and I think Josh Taylor is going to shock him, surprise him. And if Teofimo's not careful, he's going to get stopped. He's going to get knocked out. Like, he's going to get hit with a shot that he don't even see. Because he's going to be going in there reckless and just throwing punches. Josh Taylor going to feint and he's going to catch him. Probably right on the temple, and that's going to be a wrap. And then that will be the end of Teofimo Lopez's career. But I do feel for this man. You know, regardless of his situation with him and his wife or ex-wife, he does have his child. He has a kid, and I hope that his kid can be in his life, that he can, and he can be a father to his child, not have to go through what a lot of other minority men have to deal with when it comes to the system and the mothers of their children. But Teofimo needs to lock in, man. And he can't let his dad overhype, get him so hyped up and make him make some dumb decisions, because his dad is not a great influence on his life. His dad is more childish than he is. His dad lives his life through his son. His dad lives his life through him. And he gonna just say, you just big dirty in there, get aggressive. But I hope that his dad will give him some good advice, and whatever loopholes he see in Josh Taylor's game plan from after the first round, he needs to tell Teofimo right away and let him know. But anyway, may the best man win. Anybody that's watching this video, thank you for tuning in. Please don't forget to like, share, comment, and subscribe to Durant Too Real for TV. And I'll catch y'all over the weekend. Be easy.